The Atari Creep YouTube channel is intended for a mature audience. Regardless of the subject matter, this video may contain strong language, simulated violence, and lots of psychological nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Guys, before we actually get started, I want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. I made that video the other day with the t-shirt and the advertisement, and it was mostly tongue-in-cheek. It was actually made to make fun of Pat and Ian and their little army of fucking drones that are out there. The shirt's legitimate. I mean, it's up there. You can buy it. 2 people have. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'll probably just put the $4 or $5 I get from that into the Alzheimer's, the Walk Into Alzheimer's Fund. I honestly don't mean to make any real money off of any of this. But if a few bucks can come my way and I can put it towards, say, the Alzheimer's Association, or maybe a new tripod, this thing's falling apart. You know, something stupid like that to put back in the show. Cool. But I really do appreciate it. But I want to mention that shirt in that video because we're going to talk about Pat and Ian again. In the past, we've had a little bit of fun at their expense. And we all know how I feel about them, you know. But in all fairness, I can be fucking obnoxious too. I can be a little overwhelming to try to swallow, so to speak. But you know, at the end of the day, we had a little bit of fun at their expense. I said my piece about how I felt about them, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to make a fucking career talking about them. But if something comes up that concerns the Amico, and I feel like I have something I'd like to mention, whether it be I differ or maybe agree with them, I'm gonna come out. Now, another thank you I'd like to give to you is a few of you actually sent me the most recent CU podcast. And to be perfectly honest with you, I did hear it before it became the video part of it. You know, they upload the whole podcast as a thing that you can listen to. And then they break it up into segments and make it into videos, if you don't know, just in case you didn't know. And I listened to it a couple days ago while doing dishes. But I had a few people message me today saying, hey, Chris, they have a few things to say. They have a few things to say. And I don't want to sound ungrateful. I really do appreciate it. But I don't want to be known as the guy that goes after Pat and Ian unless I have something real to say about it. So you can keep them coming, but please don't be disappointed if I don't jump all over it. Because, again, I don't want to be repetitious with this stuff. I have something to say, I'll say it. If I don't have something to say, it is what it is. But lucky for you, I got something to say on a specific topic. We're not going to discuss the podcast as a whole. Because, to be fair, I mean, there was a lot of information that was incorrect that they were giving out. But it's in the way they present it. And that's what triggered me last time. It was how mainly Ian was presenting himself when speaking about it that really got my blood boiling and got me going. And, you know, it's an acquired thing. I'm an obnoxious guy. I think I said that earlier. And I could be a little bit much to handle. But regardless, there was one topic in particular that I'm just going to come straight out and be like, dude, Ian, you're fucking 100% wrong about. And it was his comment about how not hard or how easy gaming is today. I can't remember exactly how he put it, but he was basically just saying that games are easy. I don't know if he was talking about the ability to play them or the ability to acquire them. I'm going with the play them part of it. And that's going to be the main basis of my disagreement here, my argument with Ian, so to speak. The ease of modern gaming. Modern gaming has lost the creep. Has left him in the fucking dust. I'm pretty sure you've heard could you give your grandfather a controller, or your mom and dad themselves, and have them play Call of Duty, you know? I'm sure in some cases there are exceptions, but for the most part, no. It's too fucking complicated. Even games from say, the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2 era, that's right around when it started getting a little too complicated for me personally, and I know a lot of other people. The Amico's main selling point was the ease of playability. Not necessarily evening the playing field with the Karma engine. You know what? Let me get a controller. Alright, so I went and got my USB controller. It's not brand specific. It's modeled after a PlayStation style controller. And this shouldn't be anything new to anybody. But look at everything that's going on here, okay? You have your D-pad here, which hardly ever gets used in modern gaming. Let's face it. You have these 4 buttons here. You have 4 buttons up here. These 2 things are buttons on top of being controller things. Now, first of all, when you had the analog sticks become the main deal, that's again where you lost it for me. Having to use one to control the individual and then the other one to control the camera. For some reason, with my hands and my eyes and my brains, call me an idiot, call me whatever you like, that just does not jive with me. I just want to be able to control the guy forwards, sideways, turn around, shoot, bang, bang, you know? D-pad, a couple of buttons. A lot of these games, I've tried them, and I keep trying them. You're using 2 thumbsticks just to fucking move the cocksucker. You gotta hold down a shoulder button. You gotta press this button to fucking select this, and this button to shoot. And you gotta do a crouching. You gotta zoom in and do all kinds of. You know what? I don't have time for all that, nor do I want to. That's not fucking fun. That's not fun to me whatsoever. And I can guarantee you that there are gajillions of people standing behind me saying, "Yeah, you're 100% correct." And maybe it's my age. I don't know. I know a lot of dudes my age that have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. And they have no problem with it. But I know a ton of people who are younger than me, my age and older, that once they get this in their hand and they play some of these modern games where it's needlessly complicated to play, you've lost them, okay? And that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the same point of view that a lot of people out there are coming from. It may not be you specifically watching this right now, but I guarantee you 2 or 3 people who are watching it next to you, behind you, above you, and below you, feel the same way I do. Modern gaming has become inaccessible to a lot of us because it's just too damn complicated to do the simplest things. Running around and shooting, or running around and gathering something, or jumping over something and crouching and doing all this stuff, and the snipers and 20,000 things in a fucking map. And, you know, it's fucking out of control. Enough with the fucking stimulus. I just want to open up a console, put a game into the fucking thing, or download it, put a controller in my hands, and just play the game and have fun. I can't have fun if I got 18 buttons I need to worry about just to do a simple fucking sniper shot. I hope that is translated fine. And again, I'm going to say I know it's not everybody. I know there's a lot of people that have no problem with it, and they've adapted to it, and they're fine. And then I think about people like my mom, who's coming home tomorrow, by the way. I'm picking her up. Unfortunately, we're going to have to bring her to a house and leave her there. But she's going to have a visiting nurse and all that stuff, but she'll be out of the hospital completely, and I'm grateful for that. But I think of her, the one who stole my Nintendo, okay? The one who still has a Sega Genesis in her TV stand right now with Toe Jam and Erlen. And I think if I bought her even a PlayStation 3, maybe even a PlayStation 2, gave her a couple of games, some of the simpler games, sure, she'll be able to play it, but you give her something that's modern, she's not going to be able to fucking figure it out. And again, there are always exceptions. If your mom and dad fucking play modern games and they can do it no problem, awesome, more power to them. But people need to understand that there is a demographic of us who can't do that. And whether you think the controller on the Amico is going to be a comfortable one, or whether you think it'll work for your purposes, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about easy, simple, accessible games that will have a challenge to them. Forget about the Karma engine. We're not talking about that either today. I'm just talking about me picking up the Amico controller. I'm going to hold it like this because, you know, it's a television controller, right? And just being able to simply pick up a controller and not have to worry about 15 fucking buttons, and not have to worry about which controller, where the A button is on this controller, and where the X button is, you know. It's gotten out of fucking hand. And God bless you guys who've adapted to it, but there's a lot of us that haven't. So Ian, you're completely fucking wrong there, dude. Games are not fucking easy. They're not simple. They're not unhard. Games today suck to people like me. And it's a shame because they all look great. Friday the 13th. I've had plenty of chances to get a PlayStation 4. Cheap. And to be able to play Friday the 13th. A game I was most excited for, probably more so than anybody else on this planet. I didn't do it. For anxiety, I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to. Just the 2 thumbstick thing alone right there has killed it for me. So that's I'm not going to sit here and belabor the point. But that's really all there is to it, guys. I would love to hear your reaction, your response to this. How is modern gaming in you? Are you able to adjust to it? You play no problem at all? Or are you like me and just once you get past the double thumbstick and 15 buttons just to fucking pick your nose in a game, you're all done. Let me know down in the comments below. Also leave feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all feedback to the creep is positive, guys. Thank you always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for all your positive thoughts for Mom. I can't believe she's finally fucking coming home, dudes and dudettes. She's finally coming home. I'm picking her up tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be nice to see her face to face. We've been WhatsApping, video chatting here and there, but it's going to be nice to see her face to face. For the brief time I'll have her in the car, maybe I'll take a little bit longer to get home and stop at a drive-thru and get her some nom-noms. But either way, guys, I hope you are doing well. I hope your family's doing well. Looks like this thing isn't going to stop anytime soon, so try to stay positive. Try to do what you can to keep yourself occupied. And if you're out there working, please stay safe. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.